Happy Black Friday, everyone. Wasn't really planning on doing this during the premeditated holidays, but I thought about this enough. Had my decision several weeks ago. Can't really put a finger on how long ago because I've been working and I didn't have any jobs for a week, and then I had a job, then I had two jobs. So I was working every once in a while, 15 hours a day, plus commuting. It's not a problem. I got my money back from the money I put down to get my first tooth extraction, number 31, and then get cow bone with no DNA in it so that I could have a graft for the abscess. Since working for USPS, United States Postal Service, I've had an abscess uh, since was it April, May. Anyway, it's going to cost me $5,600 to keep my tooth, and you can see how I use my money and the forces that are used against me from not actually having righteous sustainability. Anyway, I worked for a spell and I got my money back, as it were, but I still have bills. I got 24-month 0% interest financing for basically 1/5 of the remainder. 1/5, 1/4, somewhere in between that. Anyway, I am rambling. It's true. I haven't been speaking a whole lot. I've been working and I had a cold and congestion and navigating imperative decisions to make regarding my tooth. Meaning, if I don't make a decision, this abscess is forming an infection and dissolving my bone in my jaw. So as it is right now, we have to graft bone in there so that we can drill an implant in. My options at this point is to have a hole in my head or a hole in the socket, as it were. I won't have a whole lot of options if I don't act now. Okay. I've sat with this a lot. I've been ruminating the thoughts, the ins and outs, the angles, the nuances, the unrighteous deception. Okay, for a while, as I work against the malfeasance. Okay, you know, that seems to want to find fault with me for wanting to be happy in and of myself. And one of the ways that's demonstrated is not doing business with me on the line, as it were. Okay, so anyway, you can look back over 8+ years online, my step-by-step process of what I get for just being, okay, and which is prominently not a whole lot of money in terms of your finances in the thieving marketplace. Okay, so I have some insights, and I've taken brief notes to go over these things. This is going to be basically my style, not polished. Okay, I'm going to cobble this together as the process, as it was, as it were, as it is, as best as I can, so that you understand, and I'll also be filling in the gaps as much as possible. Okay, you understand why I'm making this decision. Let's freehand it, as it were. I can love myself. You can love yourself. You can love another person. But when you send down with war on the couple, the coup, okay, CO-UP, pled, lead, led, add, hyphen, debt again, okay, again, again, NS, nanosecond, TST, street, again, against, thiefend, okay, you're feigning an interest you never well laid or made, okay, to date, all right? For me, this forks into a number of things. One of them is having children, okay? But that insight came a little later down the line, so I'm sorry I'm jumping all over the place. I've kind of been remotely in my head with just myself and my dog for weeks, okay? Working hard. Got me money, as it were, to have a little free time. Decision. I chose myself, okay? I chose to love myself. You could see the work I did. I sussed my follow through. If I bring the time even, okay, not vain, VAIN, okay, to do with you, you can see what happens, okay? I chose myself. If I'm presuming that the nebulous, possibly you all, think that choosing myself is not enough, okay? so apparently. So here's the thing. You could have two people on the same Tao with war. You can say you love each other, but you have no growth. You have no for reward growth, okay? And as much as you feign an interest in your law for the people under ego God and Jesus Christ, you're not the value for it to come through or true, ever, okay? You don't have a job for that fulfillment, and you never did, okay? Your money didn't start with value, EWEID, okay? And any children you place on NIT and IT, the egg example sewed in the thread of your hair, okay, is a malfeasant lie that you would have supplied, because I can show you clearly you wouldn't, you didn't, and you haven't, okay? You didn't think tough it. TOFF, zero territorial force, off, I it. You didn't think of it. You didn't think, you didn't ink, you didn't put the tin in the hind, okay? And what else? You're not giving value by standing on donkey, okay? Bottom line. You are a donkey, okay? And you dressed yourself as a priest, as a spiritualist, okay? Yeah, that will make me laugh, okay? John Holland. Leading a value to, give it a tear. I thought of you. Oh my fuck. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, look, I could go into that clearly. I could go into a lot of things and rip it to shred the head the head had. Okay. Should I go into it? You can look at John Holland's website. He speaks for the dead, but none of those dead ever stood in integrity, okay? And he doesn't give an honest fuck for your buck, all right? He's more concerned keeping that buck in the framework as if he would have, while, WILE, not doing so. Not lifting a finger dactyly to be present, prescient client through. EWEID, okay? Do with you, all right? False framing, false romance, okay? This is going to play a part in my decision making. Okay, we see it through. I will say, what does John Holland have to do with this? Actually, I don't think about him very much, but you know, for I mean, what? It was in the seeking an in that I realized that it was a pivotal point for me for understanding. Okay, who never gave honest emotions in the first place? Okay, so I can digress here. This was part of it. Okay, part of my line of inquiry in my head. Player set up to lead a value. He never give in and does not care an honest fuck or fig heaving head. Okay. What else? The het would never choose this value for himself. Okay. To do with you. Okay. I'm wondering if I need to write this down, you know, put it into words on my video. The het's not going to choose this value, EWEID, with himself, with you, and follow through. Okay? When we pick that apart, we see a whole, omnipresent, unraveling lie. Okay? Sharon held her own. Rich didn't do this value with her. Okay? I'm thinking he didn't think Tophet. Okay? And she knew that. All right? This is going to get out of order also, but it's the thought that's here now, and it's something I thought of is Rich playing a baby, okay? And a player. Like, who are you going to choose? Well, whoever wins. I got news for you. I'm not choosing Rich, okay? I'm not choosing a het. And John Holland helped me see the value of that, okay? And helped me see Sharon's position better, okay? Sharon and I are under the misconception that we need to teach value. But if all you men are going to hold the law and ego God over our head, it's best we think that you understand what value you bring to the table, okay? We don't need to tell or teach it to you, right? But apparently, not one of you hets are showing up, okay? So, I digress. I guess I gotta teach you and tell you and show you, okay? This makes me think of something else. You're like, she doesn't show emotion. You put me in a position to judge. Okay? I'm looking at the facts. You didn't show up, het. Okay? All right? back to teaching the child, man, okay? To comma and do with you, nude. COMMANDEWEID. Okay. You could see 8+ years of my thought process and connecting and contacting people online. You could see it as a provident, whatever. What fucking word you want in that. Waste of time, okay? You can see it as a waste of time. You can see my carrying as a waste of time. You can see Justin Welby. He's been on my Twitter feed before, okay? What did my time with him merit me? Him to go back to the same jackass antics, okay? Head doesn't learn a thing because head doesn't want to. Through you. EWEID. Okay? Head just wants to lead vainly on the thieving marketplace so head could keep the framework of sustainability and the notion, the idea of romance intact when it never was here in fact, okay? And it shouldn't be leading debt to ask. Debt tool, least, last asked, okay? What else? It's malfeasance. It's dressed up. He sent the time, then he's like, but I'm the Pope, or I'm the priest, I'm the whatever, I'm the what the fuck, okay? Who's standing at the crossroads, parsing for you. I'm good, that's bad behavior, but you're not giving good, you understand, okay? You're not giving follow through, even. Nude, even KN, EWEID, even EVEIN, KN, even an ink nude. Okay. What does it take for you to see that you only have a valuer or read debt again? Okay. And you should not be speaking of any value, yet tool land the hand. Okay. Right into your spocket, pocket, sprocket, socket, thief end, okay? Missing the mark on purpose because you as a het don't have a heart. Okay, so this is going to come as news. I'm not choosing rich, I'm not choosing a het, and I bet a lot of you never saw that coming, okay? Now, why would I choose? Well, you don't think it's enough for me to choose myself. Even though I know my value, I could demonstrate my value, I could put it out for you, you can see it as well as I can, as well as anyone that wants to, okay? Apparently that's not enough, okay, for them to be sustainable in the marketplace, and I do believe I deserve this value, okay? Engineering the times by being the times, okay, and the follow through. And yes, it is prime stewardship for me to have an eye overseeing the follow through of my creation, of my value, okay? Turn a blind eye to you know, what I am. I think that would make more people comfortable. We'll just throw it up in the marketplace so we could all tweet. Oh, for the love of God. I command dude. Okay? Do not, donut, do not, don't, do ought. Okay. Alright, I'm going to try and stay on point. It's a burden to teach someone who is only vainly reducing themselves to zero, okay? They didn't have a heart, all right, first of all. And they never gave honest emotions. Ever. Het. You didn't give honest emotions when you laid eyes. Okay? What else? I think this has malingered very long because women are taught to be the vessel, to be receptive, and to fill in the void. And that void was, well, maybe het needs to be taught for 8+ years, okay? Thank you, John Holland, for really letting me see that there was no intention ever. You have no backbone, you have no spine, you have no heart. You're malfeasant to put your face out there to start, okay? Come up the rear, see a rear, career, okay? A value, EWEID. What else? The child thing, the teaching. I would say it burnt both Sharon and I out, okay, to no avail. You can't teach this head for the want of it, okay? What I like about this decision, choosing Sharon, is we don't have to look back at the head that didn't learn yet, okay, to do with you. Do you understand? It would be my greatest desire, hope, ambition to feed value. B-A value, EWEID, okay? And create an economy and monetary, M-O, money, I, monetary system, where we create jobs of value, EWEID, and the het that doesn't know better because he doesn't want to know better, doesn't get fed. And we as women don't have to look back, okay, at who's coming up our ass, okay? All right, center, C-E, enter, R-E-I-T, center it, right up my ass, okay? I'm not teaching you how to be a value, all right? You're here because you know how to be a value and you want to, okay? And I have a lot of trust and confidence in shared empathy of experience, okay? that there's someone on the other end that knows how to block as well as I can, okay? Block the dud dude, okay? Who didn't care to see it through. Didn't suss value. I didn't carry value. Didn't want to. So let me go over my notes. Let's see. So, to choose. You could say Harry and Meghan Markle. They love each other. Is that her name, Markle? You could say they love each other, but they have no for reward growth, okay? They can only make shit up, shit top, okay? And put some hyphens in that. Shh, hyphen, I, it, hyphen, up, hyphen, PT. PT part-time, okay? Part-time, place time, thief end. And what a sore ruse that there's so many people of you that glorify that. Oh, look at them. Now I feel bad for them. That's racist. You've never provided dactyly honest black and white, okay? Through, do with you, okay? And who do you think is visually going to see that and know that, okay, better than the person that dare desire and hire and summarily engineer the way? WHEYEID. Debt and debit, tooth, had do with you, okay? Anyone can see. And we can see you being your word or not being your word, okay? And then when we create a monetary economy on that, that means some met thing. The tin, the money, in the hinge, in the hind, okay? In the ting, glass. G, gravity, and grace, lass. My design, my motive is self-evident, okay? You creating a value and children on donkey is also self-evident, okay, of what you conspire to paint, to keep your position, okay, for no reason, thief end. I don't care if you put a priest costume on that, or a celebrity musician costume on that, or a designer fashion doth the war, okay, and the wart, okay. I don't care how you dress it up, all right? It's still till and sill, S-I-L-L, the beam underwater, the ledge, which I feel is emotions. It's still you're standing the fear. Do you understand that? You not being a value and passing doff stupid to get toff rich thief end. Okay. Venerating the rich who never did with you. Okay. What the fuck? Seriously, all right? You're choosing to carry a gun, or someone else has the job of carrying the gun, rather than packing reason as desire in life even, okay? Even nude, do with you, okay? EWEID. You're sending the fear, okay? Your job is sending the fear, okay? You, yourself, all right? That's a big problem. Problem of robbing and robing, okay? Mending the bed, okay? Debt again, all right? Now, those of you who are better asswipes, like, well, I would say Meghan Markle and Harry, okay? Better asswipes. Justin Welby, much better asswipes, okay? I didn't shoot the gun, but that's the only job you provided for your son and your so on to come on, okay? You're providing it for someone else, all right? While you get lauded for looking immaculate and flawless, okay, -T, all right? Well, we wouldn't do that. Yeah, all you had to do was fuck a buck. Thief end, that's it. That's all Meghan Markle had to do, okay? To get an in the hand, okay? Go back to the kids again. All right. I didn't make enough on that. My thought's going there now. So, you're not having Jesus' child. Do you understand that? Stop making shit up, all right? Adult child man -d never made this decision for yourself to be there. TUBEATHEIRE. There, here, air. Never made the decision. Do you understand that? Okay. Never gave honest emotions and hanging them up on the women like, but it was you. YE-WE. Didn't give honest emotions even. Didn't give honest emotions EMOTIONEVEINND. Venerable. To vend. Okay? Again, where your ag is Jesus. Okay? G''SUS. Grace and gravity. Jesus. Sus the follow through. Okay? I did write this down because this is how I felt several weeks ago. And in part, at the very least, it still holds true. I'm not giving an apology, nor am I asking for one, okay? As a side note, I could apologize for the dipshit you're with, okay? All right, so here's some deciding factors. Charm versus reason. This is where it started to parse through me, and this is how John Holland helped me see, okay? Charm versus reason. You know, I've been holding Sharon responsible for charm, okay? And being like, but you don't have the reason, okay? And I provided the reason. Well, Rich is not stepping on reason, and neither is John Holland. So I'm like, you know, holding one accountable because you charmed me first, you know, but I provided the reason and you're not stepping on that. It's like, that is the right thing to do. It is the literally right by right thing to do, okay? RIGHTWRITE. I will provide a segue here. In choosing Sharon, we will have right by right, okay? And love is a given, okay? We brought the time. It's a given. Now, you want to build romance on that? You know, I'm sure that's going to be a process. I say that in the sense of, I think men's framing is going to require a lot of rethinking, okay? When we start really seeing this through all the way through, that you men are enticing women to speak on you and holding Jesus as the value, which isn't you, okay? So your Jesus is really put up there to blame women over and over again. And there's a whole lot that's not right with that, okay? whether you believe in Jesus or not, if you believe in value of relationship, okay? But I'm saying, for you Pleiadians and you star seeds and what the fuck, your made up value, your imagination is still sending time, okay? So there's a lot of things that would need to be rethinked. Like, would I give a job to a starseed Pleiadian? I don't know if it's actually necessary for me. Okay? Because I've contacted people, you could see, online, and they won't do with me while they're still spinning their Pleiadian tail. So I'm kind of like, you're sending time, and then you're saying, and the Pleiadians said, blah, blah, do all these nice things. And I'm like, well, why don't you just be a fucking priest? Okay? Because you're showing that's what you value. Or red again. Okay? You're showing that you value the law that's red. Okay? Red characters. Okay? In a red container that you yourself are making, no matter what the Pleiadians channeling through you are saying for everyone else to do. Okay? What the fuck? I don't, at this point, don't really want to put my energy into your imagination. Okay? And start feeding and feeling for real. Okay? That said, Sharon is a Pisces, and I assume creative, okay? So I understand my value, where, at least in our Mercury, I'm not speaking well. Again, I haven't spoken a lot in the last several weeks, so it's kind of like using these muscles again. Mercury, yes, okay. Mercury, the planet of communication. Mine's Virgo in the 9th house. Hers is Pisces 9th house, and we're opposites. I see myself as providing the foundation, and I believe that Sharon can create on that foundation, and I trust her not to do it with a gun. Okay? CREATE. Okay? So I do consider my value as the Virgo Earth placement as the foundation. And then I see Sharon as the opportunity to create on it. Value. EWEID. Okay? In this way, because what's going on is, I took the hard line of reason, black and white, and pointed out all the flaws of charm me one eye, charmony, harmony, all hyphens, okay? And I also knew that was intuitively part of the reservation. Why can't I get Rich and Sharon on the same page, okay, and emotionally, and why the reservation? And in some part, I felt it was for competition. Well, she charmed me, he charmed me, you charmed me, he charmed me, So, again, John Holland helped me see Het doesn't have a heart, okay? Is not going to select this value for himself in follow through with you, okay? Which led me to Het didn't give honest emotions ever, okay? And I do trust Sharon. I do trust Sharon to create value, to have the strength of heart to get off the gun, okay, and start, okay? Working one-on-one. Let's see. So again, charm versus reason. Man hyphen D, you didn't choose either. Virtue. V-E-R-T. Vert is green. Vert is also vertical. Okay? Which to me would be more aligned like spiritual versus across, horizontal. Or virtue, V-I-R-T-H-U-E-W-E-I-D. This is subtly separating women's mind from their body, okay? I can do more than back my personality back into black and white, okay? So it's a burden for me to have to be the judge all the goddamn time, okay? All right? It's a burden for me. And it starts to look like a waste of my face while young buck, Nate Greenhorn, 18-year-old, I'm so teachable. No, dude, you're posable, okay? 8-year-old making as much money as me, and I have 10 plus years experience in painting with Roger Teachout, previous veteran, tooting his own horn and supplying his own feedback on his fresh coat paint company. In support of his business, is asking me to do things which would be an industry first, like putting putty to fix a crack on a drywall blade. Okay? I'm like looking at him like, you know, I've done the video. My first thought was like, this is my boss. And I'm like, okay, that's thinking out of the box. But I'm like, they've got perfectly good product for that. So just make any shit up and get some money and move on, okay? Anyway, and if you need backup, little Nate will call the police, and then little Roger Teachout will puff up his little big chest and cock an eye and fudge the line. You know, as he said to the police, I'm a troublemaker. Oh, now I'm a troublemaker, okay? Saved your ass so many times, okay? Because you don't know your work. You don't know your work. You should not be in business to shirk and jerk people with, yeah, I can paint that and fix that by putting a featherweight joint compound on an exterior post, okay? Oh my God. Yeah, I fixed that one, okay? So when I got fired from that job, I went back to his customer and I explained to his customer, I saved your face on your apartment rental here because dipshit asked the other dipshit, John Calvert, to use this product. And you know when it gets wet, it's gonna slide, okay? I went and got Bondo wood filler, okay? And made it right, and I did it in a day, okay? In less than a day. Job was quoted to be done in a day, but I went there and I'm like, this is not the right product. I have to go get it. Then I have to take off what dipshit John Calvert put on, because he was told to. Okay? Oh my God. Anyway, yeah. Wouldn't it be beautiful not to have to look back on that hat and tat hyphen hat chit chat CH clearinghouse companion of honor hyphen IT hyphen height chit chat, where your hat is H hydrogen is hyphenated to Dow with war, okay, and that's how you get your money to rescore The score, core, whore, horde, chord, okay? Play your little red music again. Little red characters, I would have. That time's over. I'm clearly showing you didn't, and you wouldn't, okay? And you are not, all right? What else? Yes, mind and body, reason, emotions get on the same page, okay? PAGEVENTBELLEHEYEAD. EWEID. Even vent, even vet, to tell, the belly, and BLEAD. Okay? EWELLID. Do with you, do dual. Okay? Lid. ID. So you as a het, if you want real emotions, you get to give them. To bite to. Okay? I'm choosing Sharon. Do well, lid. DHBU. BU is, as in bushel, is a place where you store a large amount of something. Bush. Okay. DHBU EYEITHRUE WELLID HBAND KNEWELLID. So you die the H, DH, Doctrine of Humanity, designated hitter, and dB, decibels, DHBU. You die high, buy it through. By I it through. True. You. Okay? Through the well, through the lid, through the WEID is feast. Okay? DHB. Okay? The hand, be a band, but hanged. Okay? DHBANDK. Okay? Hanked the bank. HB, hemoglobin. Okay? Blood. Nude. NEWEID. This might be backwards. So, yes, bank nude with the hemoglobin, all right? We're giving it a go. Okay, 0. We're manufacturing innocence. You can't get this value in the thieving marketplace, okay? You never will. It was never meant to, okay? You could see then this enticement to speak on the het that has no heart to begin. to die, high, and buy it. Bueyeit. Okay? Het is just going to do what he wants to do. Okay? That's why I'm choosing Sharon. Okay? Thank you, John Holland, for showing me that. I'm sure you're older than me. You're not more mature. Okay? And I do not find that desirable. Not one whit. Not one whit. Okay? Let's see. There's something else about the child. Okay, so I know Sharon's had to be in a position to tit Rich for a long while. Okay, I titted him for 8 years. Okay, 8+ years. I can't imagine what it'd be like to have to do that as the value of my marriage. Okay. But I think what was going on there is Sharon sunk Rich's his tone. Okay, she sunk his tone, and then you could say he abandoned hope. I would say in a very malfeasant way. He also didn't provide hope. Okay. But he left her on her own, and he didn't give her emotions except like, I'm a baby. Apparently, I don't know anything. Okay, and Sharon got her own money, and I think that's probably because she didn't like being under Rich's thumb. He was probably controlling as a man, framing the value of how he saw her, which was to be like pitied, but pretty. That's why I chose you. and that's all good contentment as long as she stays in that position, but she didn't stay in that position. And then I come along, and Rich is like, oh, I can be rich on this frame, okay? Because I provided the way, visually, okay? Then he could point the finger at Sharon and say what she didn't. You know, you could say she didn't know she had to. She thought that her husband was enough. A lot of things are not what they seem, okay? And this process has been, at the very least, to point that out, continuous lie, okay? In terms of those who continue to go to the head of value, they never well went, okay? Presenting themselves as economy leaders to feed and freed and fed, read, indeed, okay? Rich was going to give Sharon the child that needed to be perpetually titted, and he was going to give me I know how to do with you. And Sharon wasn't having that, okay? She paid her dues. He didn't do with you. He didn't do my value with Sharon, okay? And it's been a process of figuring that out. And like I said, we can all thank John Holland for helping me see around that. Okay? Het was hiding. Het didn't have a heart. Het would never choose this value for himself or with you and follow through. Okay? So that is Y. Y is the male chromosome. W-HE-YE-ID. That is Y. And with Wade, hyphened, speaking. Speaking is seating, okay, on the man, hyphen D. You, Y-E-W-E, you are never going to get an honest stand with the honest H hand, okay? Honest hand, you're never going to get N, D, H, D. Okay. An honest head done honest, okay? Stand. Stand, H, the hand. H. So D, H, A, D. Dad had, do with you. E-W-E-I-D, okay? Debt and debit, tooth. T, H, C, C, L, A, S, S. P, E, A, K, T. I, T, H, R, U, E, W, E, L, over L, I, D. You're feeding malfeasance, okay? I mean, in one of my later videos, I pointed out my dad wouldn't do with you, E-W-E-I-D, okay? My brother, Pisces, he's a pig, okay? He makes things up to have more money over me and my sister, okay? So the inheritance that I got from my dad, I spent to produce this value online, so I had the time for it. I don't have that anymore. And my sister chose not to contact the parents. And I found her once before, okay? I know what her inheritance should have been. I asked my brother for it when Dad passed away, and he gave me half, saying that he had to pay for Dad's to put him the funeral. My brother also inherited land, okay, in Utah. I didn't say anything then. He's a liar, okay? He just cares about the me one eye for hire, okay? And my dad believed in Shim. Shh. Hyphen I am. Okay? Hyphen. B hyphen E hyphen N hyphen D hyphen. Shim, the mend and bed, debt thief end. It's Look, I don't care who you're talking to in the dead, John Holland, but you can't convince me that my father loved me. Okay. At best, he pitied me prominently. Or not prominently, okay? To carry on for no reason. What else? I'm not shedding a tear for that. Let's just look at it straight. You're not going to get your value through dude, okay? And your Jesus Christ as an emblem for the people under God and the law is to ask, are you a screwer, redoer, dude, and Jewer? Red, okay? And then you make up emotions on that. I wouldn't have done that, but you did, okay? And not only did, D, H hyphen ID, you also hid, okay? Die, hi, and buy. D hyphen H hyphen BU hyphen E hyphen YE hyphen A hyphen through who would redo dude and Jude Jewer. Okay. Gugaw, GEW GAW, GAW, guaranteed annual wage. Gugaw, show a worthless thing, okay? Your butt fucking job for no reason, thiefet, okay? To get abroad, okay? What else? I'm going to put this on pause for just a moment. I'll be right back. So, that's my decision. Now, I've chosen, okay, so I satisfied other people's needs to choose beyond me, okay. Now the default position is with Sharon, if she wants to come through or not. If I feel the need to fill in any more gaps, I'll do that. I'm not planning to update the website until after my tooth extraction, which I found out the person I work with in New Hampshire, Levi, his birthday is going to be the same day as my extraction. It's like, really? Because we were asking about birthdays. When's your birthday? When's your birthday? And I'm like, yeah, it's going to be this date. And he's like, that's my birthday. And I was like, really, Levi? That's interesting. Levi. Anyway, what else? Here's the thing. If my choice, because, you know, so many people, I would say by the tarot reading feed, make a choice. You can almost see themes, okay? But I'm like, I didn't make a choice. I chose myself. All right, so if me choosing someone formally does not merit in follow through, we could see that, you know, look, that shows something else now, doesn't it? But it's not a stain on the value that I would stand the hand to give it, and give the vet TL, total loss, TAW, TAW, LAW, TLAW, law with weight, with the way I eat yet, okay. It's not a stain on me, okay. If anything, it just frees me, okay? I can do what I want to do and back it up too. So, let's see. My plan was I knew I was going to work for a little bit. I finished that work. I needed a couple of days down, pop some vitamins and stuff because I wasn't sure if I was getting a cold again. I'd go to the gym, discover what kind of shape I was in, and I was happy to discover that I didn't lose a lot of flexibility or strength or cardio. Shoulder still feels, I could do this one fine. This one, shit, need some help. I have to push the elbow. Push the elbow to get the hand up to grab it. But look at that. I can grab it. Nice. Okay. Anyway, so it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt when I use it. I've been jogging. I've been running. I've got my BioSkin Tri-Lock. This is a contraption. This is a contraption. Yeah. But was it like $69? It works. Oh my God, it works. So you put your foot in here. It's for, I have this pain. I've had this ghost pain for a while, but a podiatrist and orthopedic people where I get $1,000 molded, customized arches, orthotics, because I have flat feet now. My arches have fallen. They never address that pain that I have behind one of my interior ankles. Never addressed that. So, you know, I've had it off and on for years, but we've addressed the other things, which was like, when it became 360 swelling around my ankle, I'm like, you know what? My experience in athletic training rooms does not allow me to fix this. So I went to go see a doctor. Otherwise, I'm a do-it-yourselfer. But I could have got a $250 doctor appointment. But I'm like, you know what? I've pointed it out before, and nobody wants to address it. So I'm like, I'm going to address it online. And so I look for it, like pain behind ankle, interior ankle. And it's PTTD, post something tibialis posterior tibialis tendon dysfunction. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Anyway, it's inside ankle. You've got, perhaps I can show. Oh my God. I'm gonna get a butt ache. Anyway, I'm gonna ask you to use your imagination. Interior ankle, behind that ankle bone, the tendon runs from your calf and goes behind your ankle and then your arch under the foot, and it's I think mine's flattened out, and so it's stretched and it's strained, and I like being mobile, but I'm like, shit, I go for a little walk run on the treadmill and I got this soreness, which, you know, I've got a number of gadgets now and a massage table, and I work those things out, but I'm like, it's painful to touch. So anyway, I found it, and this really works. But you slip your foot in, you've got this white, you've got a sleeve, I think you got they call it the lock strap. It pulls the tendon up, and then and basically a brace. It holds it in place, but it's still flexible. I'll leave my Velcro attached so that I know which way to put it together. They have videos on how to put it on. My sussing is, they're telling you two different things. Where to lock the white bit, on the outside of the foot or the inside. I'm like, you're telling me to do two different things. So I went to BioSkin source video. I went to the people that made the product, and I'm like, watched. I'm like, okay. Inside. Anyway, sorry, rambling for what it's worth. It works. I'm pretty happy about it. I didn't have to spend $250 at the podiatrist who who wasn't really invested in that pain last time. So anyway, I'm not bumming my podiatrist. I've got bunion surgery. I don't have to wear ugly shoes now. So I had a big bunion that rolled over to the side and put a bunion on my little toe. And I'm like, shit, I could get bigger ass shoes so my feet don't hurt and reduce this to a cosmetic problem. And I did that for a while, okay? Anyway, moving on. Let's meet, Sharon, okay? If you want to. If not, I had already planned that I'll be doing my own thing. And I'm going to be getting it on that either way because the money I've earned is really just for a short respite, okay? And I have to keep providing my way, as it were. And so, there's your invitation. There's your open invitation. I would say, if I were to visualize this in a small way, looking forward, speak from your desire, because now we can hire, okay? If you can't follow through, that's saying something about you. It's not saying something about me or my value, all right? And either way, I provided for myself. I knew what I was going to do next. And I do have a little bit of free time, downtime, but then I need to start working on a plan for money, all right, to pay my rent again. All right, happy Black Friday and all that.